Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Mike Beer, race number 7 at Kentucky Downs on Sunday. 2-year-old fillies running for $500,000. Here's the field for the Ainsworth Stakes. 6.5 furlongs on the turf. Wide open race, as usual at Kentucky Downs. Some really nice maiden winners from Saratoga in here, Mike. The 12 Lady Danae, that was a striking stretch run. The 9 Mystic Eyes, powerful gate-to-wire winner. Strong supporting cast as well.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, there's sort of a lot going on in this race, but there were certainly some really impressive maiden winners coming back here and stepping up in class.
Timeform US believes this pace will be fast. I won't disagree. These 2-year-old fillies are precocious. These 2-year-old fillies are quick. The 9 Mystic Eyes is fast leaving the gate. We saw that at Saratoga. She might be able to make the running. Take the back roads as quick as well. JL's Rocket, a horse that it will be making her turf debut, is kind of fast, but I agree with Timeform US. I think Mystic Eyes might be able to grab the front unless Poppy Flower shows some speed.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we'll see. Poppy's Flower certainly is a Wesley Ward horse who could have speed, but her paces in her races haven't been that fast so far, but that doesn't mean she can't go with these horses. JL's Rocket, I guess, is a little bit of a wild card, Dan. We'll see if she brings her speed over to turf, but she's certainly shown pretty good speed on dirt.
A few horses trying a turf for the first time in here, including the 1 Molly Kate, debut winner at Churchill Downs, gate to wire, then eased in the debutante, returns with blinkers off for a barn that had a very good Keeneland spring meet with the 2-year-olds. What do you think of this pedigree?
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not like she's, it's a standout pedigree for turf. I won't be surprised if she can handle the surface. I wonder if she can handle the competition, though.
Arnaud de la Cour might have a nice one. The 2 Koala Princess is a horse that could certainly show speed. Let's watch this race going 5.5. And the reason why she's not on the pace projector is because there are no fractional times in this race. Koala Princess went to the front and improved and improved and improved and won by almost 10 with a very respectful buyer. And it looks like a walk in the park.
Yeah, she was awesome in this race. She showed good speed. You can see how easily she wins. The horse, there was a horse who tried to go with her early. She might have got beaten a million lengths in there. I mean, she might not have been a very good horse, but she left that horse behind in the stretch. That horse was totally gassed. This horse was really impressive, winning her career debut. I think she's going to be tough in here.
You have to respect Koala Princess for even more than just the bare form. The 3 is JL's Rocket, trying turf for the first time. This one's by Into Mischief, sold for $750,000. Bill Mott, debut winner on the dirt at Ellis Park. Might have aimed just a little bit too high in the Adirondack. Turf pedigree?
No, I mean, not. I mean, at the Into Mischiefs, I guess, can do anything. I didn't see any turf on the bottom. We'll see what she does. I actually thought her debut was probably even better than it looks on paper, Dan. Just got hooked on the pace right from the start, and they had to duel the whole way. I thought she was very game to win. Obviously, it didn't work out in the Adirondack. I thought that's kind of a weird spot to run her back in, but she might be better than she looks on paper.
Awfully fast, dusted him on dirt at Indiana Grand 2 starts back, and then she herself got dusted by a runaway winner in her first start against winners. Look at this pedigree, and I think it's okay for turf, but I just think this horse needs to improve a lot.
Yeah, she's going to have to be way better on turf than she is on dirt, and based on her pedigree, I'd be surprised if that was the case.
Quality Road filly, it really hasn't done anything wrong. It's the 5 Cavalier Cupid. 3 starts, 2 wins, a close second. Scored last time out against Restricted Company in the Keswick at Colonial Downs, but she and the runner-up were well clear of the rest.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't have the surface switch to deal with as some of the others do, but she still is stepping way up in class here out of a couple of restricted wins. And it's interesting then because she broke her maiden in that race 2 starts back, and then when she won the stake last time, she beat the same horse that she beat breaking her maiden. So it makes you feel like she didn't really step up in class last time.
Mike Maker adds blinkers on the 6. New York bred Flip My Id. Debut winner at Belmont. Thought she had a nice little trip in that race to win. The Bolton Landing, I'm willing to throw out. I'm willing to say, listen, yielding turf was just too much for her in start number 2. Let's get her back on firmer going. And all of a sudden, we've got a sleeper with a rat aboard at 15-1 on the line.
Yeah, we're looking at her the same way. I'm going to give her a pass for the last one. I liked her debut win at Belmont Park. I know she got a perfect trip in there, and it was against New York breds, but she was just very professional in there, very comfortable, won that race very easily. I'll give her a pass for the last one and see what she can do in here.
Take the Back Roads ran well on dirt. First two starts against maidens. Switched to turf for a barn that does well with the dirt to turf move, and she got over the hump. Let's watch that race. Restricted maiden. This is one of those maiden auction races at Saratoga. Take the Back Roads just showed easy speed against this group. Really was never threatened. This is a step up in class, but I do feel this filly has some ability.
Yeah, I do too. I liked both of her dirt races to start her career. She obviously ran even better here. That horse in second right now, the 7, was a first-time starter who took a ton of money in the race and tried to go with Take the Back Roads around the turn. You saw how tired she was in there. So I don't know. I feel like this horse improved on the turf last time. I wonder if she can do it a different way, Dan. It feels like there's a lot of speed in here. I don't know if trying to go to the front against this field is going to work out that well.
Poppy Flower controlled a slow pace when graduating against Boys at Belmont on June the 20th. Came back in the Bolton's Landing, that race over Yielding Going. Let's watch that race right now. Now, Poppy Flower showed good speed from the start. The horse that she battled with, Fulminate, you're seeing her, she is calling it a day. She is crying out for mom. Poppy Flower is still on the lead. She's going to be run down by Chi-Town Lady. I thought all in all, this was a good performance. I can understand anyone that says 6.5 at Kentucky Downs. That might be a little bit testing from a stamina standpoint for her.
Yeah, it probably will be, but it's going to be testing for all of them. So we'll see if she can handle it. I wouldn't discount her chances too much. I think she's run well. She's only 1 for 3 on turf. I think she's run well in all 3 of her starts. Both of her losses to stablemates of hers who just might be a little bit better than she is.
Mystic Eyes, first out winner for Todd Pletcher on the turf at Saratoga, bet down heavily. They knew, they were right. Let's watch Mystic Eyes' career debut burst right away to the early lead. This was like old Todd with his 2-year-olds. Quick speed from the gate, and they couldn't catch her.
Yeah, this horse was really impressive in here. She was fast from the start, just went strongly all the way around there in this race, and just really never gave this field a chance, Dan. It was a maiden race, so who knows what was behind her, but she won this race like a good horse, and she got a figure for it.
Town Place won 2 starts back at Churchill, low buyer speed figure. They tried her in a stake at Monmouth, didn't run well, low buyer speed figure. She has to do more.
Yeah, I mean, they're taking a shot here. They're putting a lot of money up. So if you have a horse that you feel like has some ability, and she is a winner sprinting on the grass, then you show up here and you take a shot for her. She'll be a big price.
Don't monkey around with the 11, Mike. Cheer up Sleepy Jean. Multiple group placed in Ireland, now with Mark Cassie. I think she's faced some pretty good competition overseas.
I think she has too. I don't know. Again, these horses are always a pretty tough call. And again, it's not like Cassie has, great numbers with these European imports. So we'll see what he can do with this horse. But she is, if nothing else, she's a real wild card in this race. And listen, maybe it's even class relief for her, Dan. I don't know.
It's not a real great gate horse like many European horses. Maybe that'll work out in here because there does seem to be some speed. Lady Danae was so impressive in her debut at Saratoga. Let's watch that race. Joe Sharp sent her out. She was dismissed at 11-1, and she just comes with a very striking run on the outside. She blows by everybody in the stretch. She's going to greenly hop back to her left lead late, but can't knock that 85 buyer.
No, she ran great in here. Big finish from off the pace. Actually wins it going away at the end. And the horse that she runs down there, the horse that's going to finish second, who ran well in her own way, came right back at the end of the Saratoga meet and absolutely buried a maiden field with an 84 buyer. So she beat a good horse last time, and she looked good doing it.
So many different ways to go in this Ainsworth Stakes. Let's take a look at our top selections. I respect Koala Princess a lot in here. Didn't use her. I think she could easily win. Mystic Eyes is a horse I have to use. Just the way she won at Saratoga in her debut. Same with Lady Danae. I'm curious to see if Poppy Flower's experience can help her out. I think she can get forward, and I respect Wesley Ward with these horses.
I do too. I thought the race was fairly wide open. I do have, probably the 2 horses are going to take the most money in here, Dan, the 9 and the 12. I put them 1-2, but they both looked really good to me winning. The other horse for me was the 2 Koala Princess. If she gets lost in the wagering here, she's the horse I'm most interested in.
9-12, 2-6 for Mike, 8-12, 9-5 for me. It's the Ainsworth, one of 3 stakes at Kentucky Downs on Sunday. Good luck.